Glastonbury.
Glastonbury is famous for Glastonbury Festival.
But tell us why that's untrue.
Because Glastonbury Festival isn't in Glastonbury, it's in Pilton, which is situated between Shepton Mallet and Glastonbury.
You're pointing at a really cool window display, which I believe to be inspired by Vivienne Westwood's pirate looks.
I think so.
If it's not, it's a bloody good window.
I think it was just a fun tribute to the legend that was.
As we voice this over, just tell everyone at home, if we don't sound our perky selves, why would that be?
It is midnight. We have just driven back from southeast London and we are very, very tired.
Delirious, I would use.
Delirious. They do have vintage bundles in the shop, but it's very typical bundle fodder.
Yeah.
Some people are into bundle fodder and would find this really useful within reselling to pick up some easy wins.
Yeah, it's true.
You have to be careful. Some of it's not even vintage. Some of it's, the condition's not there. So you can pick, but be picky.
True. I picked this up because this is kind of from Sugar Hill, so it's not anything expensive. But the No Problemo top was made famous by who?
It was made famous by Aries, which is a high-end sort of streetwear brand. And it's really cool, apparently, with the kids, These are...
I'm a kid and I'm cool.
Paul Smith leather wing-tipped
They're really cool looking.
Trainers. Yeah, I love that leather patch on the sole there.
Which kind of takes from the upper to the lower, yeah.
We were having an argument about whether these were £12 or £18 based on the person's handwriting. However...
It was irrelevant.
It was relevant because we didn't pick them up. And that is... a strange thing to say, because I think you should pick anything like that when you have the opportunity for the right price. However, they were a size 6, and size 6 men's shoes are not fun to sell. It's just one of those crossover sizes that just doesn't work.
This is a vintage FUBU top. It has a small bleach mark and it has some wear to the side panel. However, still worth every penny of, I want to say £8 it was.
It was £5.50, Austin.
All right, well, I told you it
catch
is
up,
late.
Catch up.
Sorry. If anyone doesn't know, FUBU is supposed to be for us, by us. The guy from Shark Tank, Damon, was the guy who originally founded FUBU ages ago. I say ages ago. Ages ago, like 1,000 years, like in the 90s. And I think it was a little bit before that, but it became popular in the 90s. And basically, he's bought it and he sold it and rebought it recently. But yeah, that's the guy from Shark Tank.
Thank you. That was your history lesson there. Thank you, Austin.
I told you I am tired. I'm trying my best.
How much would you sell that for?
I'm going to sell that for about £35 to £40. If it was pristine condition, I would go for more like 60.
Fantastic. We also picked up a Fred Perry t-shirt, just a classic t-shirt with the embroidered reef logo.
Crest, if you will.
Fred Perry, the prices are just going up. Polo shirts, double-edged polo shirts, the ones you want to look out for, or anything from the Amy Winehouse collab, anything just a little bit unusual. However, t-shirts do sell really well, especially on vintage for about £30. That was £4.50. Great bread and butter piece. We have a little bit of a to do in this shop. Austin sees these Birkenstocks located under the rail. He picks them up, he has a look, and we just said, should we ask how much they are?
Guys, in this game, you gotta take a risk every now and then. They were sticking out. It was a Birkenstock box. We all know what Birkies sell for. We all know they make good money. I put them back, and then Bethany was like, should you ask? I was like, okay, I can ask.
To be honest,
why not?
I said, just ask. They've been donated to sell. The worst they're going to say is, no, we're not selling those at the moment.
No problem.
But we left the conversation in just to give context, and we cover faces for security purposes, my friends.
Oh gosh, they're brand new.
No, there's no price.
Are they brand new?
No, they're not quite brand new.
Okay.
But,
Well, they're nice though.
Birkenstocks are brilliant. I love them.
36. Fantastic little pair of shoes.
That's not that box though, is it?
No, that's the thing.
No. I can come back.
The thing is, something like that, I know the value is about £100 new, but
okay.
I would probably put them out for 20.
No, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
No problem at all. Thank you.
We were actually in the shop for quite a long while. I clipped that and made it a little bit shorter for your purposes. But I think basically she got her mobile device out and was trying to find
A comp.
an eBay comp. And she was under a little bit of pressure because we were standing there. So I left actually to make it sort of a little bit easier. And it was just a bit awkward. They weren't new.
I was just asking her simply to see if they give me a price, and if not, I understand why. That's no problem. I wasn't trying to put anyone under pressure. And to be honest with you, it's a pair of shoes. It's not that important. We just wanted to give you an idea of how that conversation went.
But don't be afraid to ask either, because everything's for
It's
sale in
yeah.
theory. But we were too fast on that one.
This is a new label called a gilet, shilling-esque with some shell kind of upper. This was £8, I want to say.
£8, new label though.
And what would you expect?
I would expect 40 to 50. I would push comps on this because retail would have been about 90, and it is that new label, and new label tends to sell a little bit better at the moment than the older labels because people are aware of these things.
It was also really clean. This is an Ariat down-filled jacket. This was really reasonable. It was £8. It's got kind of a print right through it. You can see there. It's got a few marks, a few bits and pieces. It's not pristine. However, once again, this is £8. And retail, these would have been £250, £300.
About that. They do vary based on technical, sort of elements of the coat. It is an equestrian brand, so I guess the tech things are important to equestrian peeps.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But these downfill puffer ones, the more heavyweight ones, they do like light membraney layers, and then they do like heavy ones can range from about 2 to 3. Going with comps on eBay, I've listed this for 100 based on condition. I would push it a bit more if it was a bit. If it was more,
I agree with
that. Max Mara skirt.
Max Mara
weekend. I didn't go for it because I felt that the design was a bit dated. You can hate on me for that, but that's how I felt.
This is a beaut.
But we did buy this. This was £24.50 for an Agnes B. It's a French brand. This was new with tags. It's called the Robe Dress. So it's a maxi length wool blend knit dress.
Very Largan looky as well.
Yeah, very oversized Largan look. It is a size 3, which is a large for them.
It was wool as well. You think you just said? You
wool
said that.
blend.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
But it was a real when something's wool blend, but it's like a real wool dress.
Yeah, it was heavy too, physically,
Yeah, pleated high neck there, sort of more like an A-line shape to the floor. Retail on this would have been 300 to 400. It's one of their more premium dresses. So I've listed it new with tags for 180. I'm always willing to pay a bit more for new with tags because you can sell it new with tags.
Yeah, exactly. We've had this conversation before. Sounds stupid. Obviously, newer tags is better than used or pre-owned, but I do hold in a kind of high regard. I'll pay a premium for something I not only know I can get money for, but something with newer tags because they just seem to go quicker. Yeah,
it also goes back to that argument with the Birkenstocks. That wasn't an argument, but they were used and they were in the wrong box, so we couldn't sell that kind of thing or it's not used or used with box.
Yeah, so one, you throw the box away, or you're not going to use that box for them.
Yeah.
2, they're not new. So, and once again, I'm not trying to knock the lady trying to sell it. I'm just saying these are facts, and when you're a reseller and it's your job to do that, they're things you can't pay extras for when they're not extra.
It said to us before I left the shop, I want to pay about 15, and I know it sounds like it's only a extra 5 and blah blah blah, but it's not the point. We're all about margins as resellers. That's the most important thing. So these are some coral trim trousers, pink leopard print. This is an American prominent brand. They're premium gym legging, retail for about 100 to 120.
That's coral spelled KORAL.
I will list for 50, pay £3.50.
This is another new with tags dress, Windsor, London. We've had a few bits from Windsor, London the last few days. Seems to be coming through, which is great. This would have been retail around about what?
Around about 200 to 300. They're famous for their tailoring, and although it was a size 6, it's still well worth it. This was like a hush. It had like aviator style to it, but it was wool, and then it's got that faux fur trim, which was in very good condition because faux fur is something that goes dodge quickly.
Very much so. It can look really cheap really quickly, I agree. This just needed a good lint roll and a good clean, to be really honest, like a brush down if you want. And once again, it was $5.50, I think.
Hush, £5.50.
Like, you can't beat that, can you?
Coats from Hush go really well.
They do, actually.
I'm going to try and push it, I think. I haven't actually looked at comps for this one yet. This one slipped my brain cells, but I'm probably going to push plus 50.
At this point, what we're looking at is the actual collar of the fur itself is kind of, you can take it off, you can button it on and off, which I think is a good feature actually, because some people are totally into fur collars and some people aren't.
Yes.
Plus the fact it's a totally different look, so you can make it look like two jackets very easily.
Yes, and £5.50 for a hush coat is a bargain for a little bit of a clean.
Yeah.
So that goes back to like the profits over projects thing like that. That project of cleaning the coat is worth the outcome.
Side note, the guy behind the desk had the most premium cherry red Dr. Martens high polish ever. Yeah, what a legend.
Good for him. So yeah, it was a bit of an interesting one still. We wanted to show that conversation. I just wanted to reiterate, the point wasn't about
we weren't hating, we weren't kind of throwing trouble.
The shop overcharging or anything like that. Nothing about that. It was more about shoot your shot. If you see something, just ask the question. If something's not priced, ask the question. All donations really are meant to be sold, whether that's in store or on their eBay stores. It's regardless. If they can make the sale in store, I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
I think we caught them off guard, and that's our bad. However, you never know. We could have had the bargain of the century.
We could have. So there you go. You got to take your shot, like you say, shoot your shot. Okay. Well, it's time for us to go to sleep now.
Yes, and we'll see you tomorrow for an on-time video. So in theory, you're getting double whammy because you get one when you wake up and one when you go to bed.
Bye.